And then maybe to the coast. And start with that, and then do the topic. They're all different. The Welsh one is one something, but this one. Does anybody have a bottle opener? A bottle opener, anybody?
Like what kind?
One that can open this wine or.
No, it's chocolate chip.
It's not a question of bottle. Like what's the open beer with? Not yet, but we're gonna do that.
There's chocolate chip and then there's one here that I think has macadamia.
So I took Diana's subject and bought some tacos from Taco Banana. And you know, Going back to Diana's building. Everything I do for Diana's budget, I order online. I'll order it and pick up.
Whenever you get good rolling, I have a couple of pre-announcements. Just let me know
Hey, Vivian, why don't you start with announcements now? Why don't you go ahead and start with announcements?
Okay, first things first. I got my usual updates from emergency management, and their particularly worried about next week. It will be cold. It will be extremely cold. There will be the slight chance of power outages. Count on it, is basically what they're saying. How they're going to do it, they have not decided, except that it will be not disturbed in areas like this, where there are hospitals. If you do not have a fireplace, or if you do have a fireplace, be sure it is cleaned out before you light it. If you're using a space heater, put it on a tile or wood floor, not a rug, not a towel, not in anything. So far, we've had several people die in just this past month because of the cold weather. If you need to go someplace warm, call emergency management. They will come and get you and take you to a place where you can stay. They're looking at least 22 degrees next Tuesday. That's the prediction for now. And if you live in Texas as long as I have, you know it's quite possible. There may not be snow, but there will be ice because we're in a humid weather complement to begin with. So that's going to be a great possibility. If you have the vehicle, get yourself an ice scraper. Do not pour water on your windshield. Hot or cold, you still stand a chance of cracking your windshield. Get an ice scraper, scrape the ice off. Yeah, I don't have any of those. But please be sure and call if you need help. And you can find, just go to City of Houston Emergency Management. All of the numbers, there are different offices all over town. There's one in Katy, one up in Shepherd. They will take you somewhere warm.
Is that the same as two?
That's a different entity, but we'll have a listing of places, but you will have to find your own way there. Emergency management will come and get you. And yes,
Suppose you have a pet.
most of the time they've been taking people and pets. They have not turned away pets. Okay, next, HCIL. Hey, we're getting our wheels rolling again. We're coming back with one old program, computer skills. You want to take computer classes? You know anybody that wants to take a computer class? Most of these are adapted in many ways. We even have a class for the blind. So if you're thinking about computer skills, give them a call, sign up. They're gonna be good, I promise you that. We did a lot of visits, found some real good people. Next, if you want to work. I just retired, so they're having classes basically to help you get back into the workforce. And it's going to be good. It's going to be great. They're going to start on the 16th, so you can call them and reserve yourself a spot. And it's going to walk you through resumes, how to dress, how to interview, all the things that will help you feel confident about going to work. And yes, you can work. Don't let the government tell you you cannot work. You can only make up to a certain amount, but you can work. You have to be careful though, because for some of us, if you reach the point where they say you cannot make above this amount, they will take $1 from your income for any amount over your legal ceiling limit. So, but they have people, what they call whippers at HCIL, who will help you keep track so you do not go over.
And what's, you don't know what's the limit for?
Well, as I was told, 22,000 for those under retirement age. 50.
I remember last.
Yeah, hey, I remember when it was 65 for everybody. Then all of a sudden it became an income thing. And you could retire at a certain age after you made a certain amount.
I remember when it was like last year, it was like 32 hours a week. They just
Yeah, and they went to, one time it was $2,000. Couldn't make any more than $2,000 a month. So it's just basically however they want to mess with your money that you have to keep track of. And trust me, this is disabled, able, elderly, they just do not intend to let you make a lot of money. And it sounds bad, and I'm not talking about tyranny or treason or any of that. I'm just saying it's greed. We have a very greedy government. They don't know how to dispense money. And the first thing that usually goes when we change is housing and education. We have to fight for those every time the president changes. And I'm getting past that. I'm too tired to go to the middle of the hallway and all the
Metrolip. Because sometimes you out there, you run a little behind, they penalize you, but when you wait all day for them at a long period of time, they don't get penalized like that.
No, they do not, and the last two meetings, or last three meetings before the end of last year were non-productive at all. We made lists of things that need to be done and help, and
They listen.
basically what they did was take the little shuttle buses from Kingwood and bring them back, so they have these little buses for the MSP service that they don't want to lose, but they're about to, because it's very disorganized and it's cutting its regular routes.
Yeah, cause they cut,
Which
they
It
close.
takes folks who have made a reservation versus people who have picked up folks out in taxi route. Because they will mix it in, that's why I said, they brought the little buses down, but
Yeah, cause they cut,
they're too small.
yeah, they cut MSP down to 12 midnight. 12 midnight, 12 noon.
Uh-huh.
After 12 noon, you can't make an MSP trip nowhere.
If you're going to make short trips, they have to be more. And that's basically just Metro. That's just Metro in a nutshell.
What's your name?
One, go back to work.
You're
One,
listening.
take your class, help yourself pretty fly. And good luck to y'all.
I have a question. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, do we have any amputees actively seeking to go to work right now? Anybody, any amputees that are wanting to work right now? Anything? Okay, I just want to double check. No, can you help me, or Martinelli's and open 3 or 2 of them right now. I've been shaking. I want to see that explode all over you. Okay, guys, I want to welcome everyone who came today. Thank you for joining us. I want to thank our sponsors, Memorial Hermann Southwest, Centers for Mobility Prosthetics, as well as the volunteers who helped out today. So let's give a hand up for the people who are helping today. Thank you. We always appreciate their help. Trust us, we need it. We're gonna cheers to the new year today. So we're gonna pass out some non-alcoholic champagne, and we're gonna have a toast for the new year. And we're gonna do some cheers, okay? And then we'll get busy with the program.
They got it anyway.
I need something.
A little bit buzz. Keep your extra warm.
Like one?
Would you like some sparkling cider?
What's that?
Mhm.
1, 2.
Where's the sign-in sheet? Who was it?
It's over here.
It's over here.
Okay, can you guys keep passing that down? I need everybody to sign that sign-in sheet. It'll come your
Would you
way.
like to enjoy some cider?
Huh?
Oh, you got one? Okay.
Yeah, put him down there, young man. Well, we drink it, yeah, feeling okay, early morning.
It's non-alcoholic.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
You're quiet today.
Ready. I'm ready.
Everything.
I'm ready. Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't drink your champagne yet, we're gonna have a toast, don't drink it yet.
Oh, man, lovely.
You gotta wait for the toast. We're almost ready.
Where did you go? Get you some food somewhere. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know that's just.
Watching something. Oh, interesting. No.
Are you recording this for YouTube? You're recording this for YouTube? You are?
Mhm.
Do you do it all the time you come?
Yeah, when I come, yeah.
Have you gotten any comments or anything?
Not yet. And so she just
Does
talk
everybody
very
have
to
their
the staff
champagne? They're not up
when they
all
want
champagne.
to. But
Ready?
I
Hold
ran out of
fast,
batteries
go
over
to-
here to zoom in. Wanted to zoom in, but I ran out of batteries.
All right.
That's the
We
only
want
mess
to
up.
wish each of you a year full of good health and happiness. May we always be grateful for the past, find joy in the present, and remain excited for the future. Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I know that. You tell us that every meeting.
I want the big white bird.
Oh, yeah.
Those are good ones.
I wonder if I found some really cool quotes from the new
And
year.
yours?
To share a couple of these. They kind of stuck out to me.
The one I saw.
The first one
The one I
is,
saw.
Was
the
that
secret
yours?
of change
That's
is to
yours.
focus all of your
Oh.
energy, not on
Bring the
fighting
bag
old,
back,
but
please,
building on
sir.
the new.
You want me to bring the bag back?
Yes. There you go.
Learn from these words wisely. How about that? Out with the old, in with the new. Cheers to the future and all that we do. This is one of my favorites. This is an Irish one.
I'm gonna
May
put
your
your stuff in
troubles
the
be
bag.
less
right
and your
here.
blessings be more, and
When you
nothing
come
but
back.
happiness come through your door. And then there's a New Year's toast to love and laughter and happily ever after. And the last one, here's to a bright new year and a fond farewell to the old. Here's to the things that are yet to come and the memories that we hold. So I'm gonna share those with others. We're gonna make it a great year. All right. I want to start our meeting by.
We look forward to the future. Amen.
All right. Next, we're gonna do our topic, and then we're gonna do some activities and play our games, okay? So this year, being the new year, we think of prosperity. We think of new beginnings and being able to prosper. So today's topic related to us amputees, we can prosper with prosthetics. A lot of us wear prosthetic legs, and this would be an opportunity for us to kind of regroup to see how it's working. Are we walking? Are we meeting our goals? And really focus on prospering. And if you don't wear prosthetics, that's okay. You can find prosperity in this journey as well in other ways, just finding ways to meet your goals wherever you're at with the goals. With the new year, many of us often think about all the things we want to do or accomplish. The new year brings the opportunity for a fresh start. Maybe you want to be more independent with your daily activities. Maybe you want to add your wheelchair more often. Or maybe you even want to add more activities into your lifestyle and routine. A good fitting prosthesis can help us accomplish these goals. With a good fitting prosthetic leg, we have the chance to prosper in our daily life. To prosper means to thrive and flourish physically and mentally, and to grow strong and healthy. At times, we all have problems with our prosthetics. Would you agree? Yeah, they hurt sometimes. It's totally normal. It takes time and patience when we are learning how to use a prosthetic leg. It is also along the way, you might need adjustments to your prosthesis to make sure it fits well and stays comfortable for you when you're walking. There are several things we can do to address our own problems with our legs. If we're having trouble, I'm gonna go through a few of them with you today. So, for example, if your prosthetic leg is too big, you can try adding socks,
Yeah,
wear
more
more
this-
socks. and
more
they'll
the
get
dress.
snug.
No.
If you're wearing too many socks, because it's too big, that's when you need to see a prosthetist, you may need a new socket. If your prosthesis is too small, that can be very painful, would you guys agree? Yeah, if you're having trouble with it, like you can't put it on, or it's rubbing too hard, you need to see a prosthetist. It's a safety concern if the leg doesn't fit right. You wanna see a prosthetist to see what they can do for you to make adjustments, okay? If your leg, your socket rotates while you're wearing it, try adding socks again. That's another example of when you would need to add socks. How many of you guys experience your skin like breaking down or like spots on your skin? Is that funny, Joy?
Yeah, I've got a big bandage on the back of my
Yeah,
leg right now.
it's really important. It's really, really important. Hygiene and cleaning with a non-fragrant soap daily. You have to clean your limb, no fragrance soap, antibacterial to keep it clean and to keep it nourished for health skin. Okay, I didn't say that right, but whatever. You all get the gist. Yes. Yes. Now that is passing out a goodie bag, and in it you will find and it's clean and dry. And then you pat dry. You don't want to rub too hard because you don't want to create even more skin problems. So you'll pat your limb dry with it after you wash. And then in the bag she's passing out, you'll see Dawn dish soap. That's dishes. It's
Good.
I mean, unless you don't have liners and you can wash dishes, whatever. The liner needs to be cleaned with Dawn dish soap, warm water, okay, and dish soap. And then rinse it really well, and then you air dry it. There's a reason we give you 2 liners. You wash one, and you wear the one that's not wash it dry, right? You have to let it dry for a full 24 hours, because that's the best way to have it. When do you need to get new socks and sleeves and liners? Anyone know the answer? When is it time? How do you know when it's time to get new liners and socks? When they start breaking down. If you have holes in your sleeves, if your liners they've got like stretched out too thin.
Yeah.
Those are all indications. If there's any cracks in the liner or sleeves, those are indications you need new supplies. You need to see a prosthetist. How many of you sweat a lot while wearing your prosthesis? Does anybody sweat? I know I did in the beginning. No. Usually, if you're active on your leg, you may experience a lot more sweating. There is a dermatologist recommended antiperspirant you could wear. It's called Certain at CVS, and it's a roll-on, and you apply that to them, and it's supposed to lock in moisture so that you can go through when you're sweating and
It works.
it does work.
It works.
Tell us how you use it. So you.
Well, you the one that told me about it.
I did
'cause
tell you
I
about it,
was
yeah.
having a problem with my arms.
Yeah.
And I got it, and what I would do before I put the liner, a few minutes so it dry.
Yeah.
Just roll it in the area, and it did stop the sweat
Yeah, good.
on my line, because it would slide out. Yeah.
Yeah, That's good. I'm glad it's working for you. If you're sweating too much in your liner, like Kevin just said, it can start feeling like you're sweating out of it. And we don't want that because it's a safety concern. So certain drying is good to use. How many of you, when you take your leg off, it swells up? I know mine does. And after 14 years wearing it, I still get swollen. If you are noticing your leg swelling, you need to wear your shrinkers. Anytime you're not wearing a prosthetic leg, put your shrinkers on. That'll keep your legs shaped for your prosthesis, but it also reduces swelling that you may get. When we dangle our leg too much, it starts to swell as well. So things like elevating your leg, things like wearing your shrinkers will reduce that swelling. How many of you have experienced phantom pain?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah, a lot of it, yeah. So some of the pain wears off after time, and then you'll have this phantom sensation. But there's a lot of treatment options for phantom pain if you're experiencing it. A lot of treatment options to talk to your doctor about. Physical therapy can help with phantom pain. There's a medication that can help with phantom pain. So if you're having that, it's interfering with your daily life and it's really causing a lot of pain, then definitely talk to a doctor. See what options you do have. If you're having trouble standing or walking or balancing, maybe it's time for physical therapy. There's different physical therapy options. There's inpatient where you go to stay for 7 to 10 days. Not everybody is ready for that. Depends on where you're at. Then there's outpatient where you go 3 times a week for therapy. They practice standing up, balancing, and walking if you need it. And they help push you to the next step for your goals. There's also home therapy that can help you too if you need to get stronger and get to the point where you can walk. If you haven't seen your prosthetist in a while and you have a prosthetic leg, maybe you schedule a follow-up appointment. It's never, you want to stay on top of it. It's like a car. You gotta maintain your car, right? You gotta get new tires, get your oil changed. That's what a prosthetic leg is like. You have to routinely follow up your prosthetist to make sure the adjustments are right, to make sure if there's any changes or new supplies that you need. So that's just something to consider. Did everybody get their goodie bags with the soap? We're all gonna have squeaky clean legs. All right, I'm done. We're gonna play a game now. If I can get my dice.
Any comments on the topic of prospering with your prosthetic leg? You know, it's a team effort to be a successful prosthetic wearer. It's not just all up to you, it's also the prosthetic company. It's a team, okay? So if you have an issue, you have to notify the prosthetic company, okay? Any questions, any concerns? Everyone's happy with their prosthesis, should I ask?
I got my old one.
You got the new one at home,
I
huh?
got the old one.
You like the old one better?
Left it on fuck me.
Oh, okay.
I'm just sticking on down.
I see. Okay, as long as it doesn't cause any kind of problems with your skin. Okay, all righty.
Did everybody sign the sign-in sheet before we go further? You did. Okay, so next I have a game. It's a dice game. And it's a New Year 2024 game. It involves candy, so that's what
Where's the cash?
candy. All right. So you're gonna roll the dice. Depending on what number you roll, you're gonna share with something about last year. We're looking forward. We're gonna look back to look forward to the new year. For example, if you roll a 2, you gotta share with us something that you're looking forward to in the new year. So this is the time to reflect. We're gonna go around the room. I'll tell you what it is we're looking for once we roll the dice, okay? And when you roll the dice, you get candy. Okay, so we'll start with Karen.
And if you don't like the topic, tell me what to roll it.
We'll roll.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, so roll the dice first, then I'll tell you how much you get.
Roll it. All right. Anything, okay? 4 pieces of candy.
Okay, if she rolled a 4, she gets 1 piece of candy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cheap.
That's cheap.
Get up. How's that? You can read 2.
Okay, Karen, share with us a funny thing that happened this year for you. What's a funny thing that happened
This year?
last year?
I lived on my church area that was supposed to do whatever. And the kids, I gave the parents money to get the kids ice cream. So it was so the kids turned around and they gave me they were cheese and bread.
Yeah.
And so they made my cheese and bread. And cheese and bread. And so I got to talk to them yesterday.
You're doing a good job right now.
But they enjoyed the fact that they had to eat something.
That brought you joy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
All right, Mr. Hodge, roll the dice.
Where's the other one? And the regular dice.
This is a cup.
3.
3, you get a piece of candy, oh, you have to pass your candy to your left. So you get a piece and pass it to the left.
You don't get to keep it.
Give my mom.
There you
Oh,
go.
this is your mama?
Yeah.
Hi, mama. Nice to meet you.
Everybody.
We love your husband, your son.
My son, my oldest son.
That's your oldest son, huh? Thank you for bringing your mama. What is
Number
it?
3,
What is
tell
it?
us something exciting that happened this past year.
Something exciting that happened to you this past year.
My brother gave me a truck.
A truck.
Wow.
Well, that's a nice brother.
That's great, good for
Baby
you.
brother.
Baby brother.
Wow, that's sweet. All right, Mr. Smith, your turn.
3.
He gets to pass a piece of candy to the left.
Piece of candy to the left.
Throw it at you.
You gotta give it to the left. That's what you gotta do.
All right, Anthony, what's a good thing that happened to you this year? Something good that happened to you last year?
I got me a new leg.
You got a new leg. Good.
I'm feeling that I walk.
Yes.
And I'm happy.
And you're going to therapy and they're gonna help you walk.
I'm so happy.
Tell them how you had to buy the insurance company for it. And we have it for you too.
We all, we got
You
there.
won.
We did though.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of times when we were doing this, 5 years they tell me.
Yeah.
5 years. The other leg, I'm not gonna work for 5 years.
Yeah,
We got to do something.
right. That's what the
Well, I
insurance
didn't
company
share
would tell you.
Yeah, I didn't shut up. And y'all didn't.
We didn't shut up.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad you're happy.
Trouble over there.
Okay.
All right.
6.
All right, you gotta put your candy back. You don't get it.
He said no.
What's
Put it back.
goal?
He put it back.
What is the goal you have for yourself this year? Goal.
I knew you would.
Lose some weight.
Let's go.
You wanna do it or pass it?
Oh, okay, I said I gotta do it.
You gotta do
Yeah, I
it.
gotta do it.
Do it,
So
do
let's
it,
go.
4.
What?
4, take a piece of candy and pass it to your right.
The candy was meant for you.
There you go.
Keep
You gotta keep it.
There you go.
All right, and tell me, what number was that for?
Yes,
What is it?
take better care of myself.
All right.
I've realized that I've made changes for everybody else, like my kids and my husband, so that they can have a functioning life and a better life. And I forgot that I'm a part of it too. So I gotta take better care of myself so I can be there for them and for him.
That's easy to do when you're a caregiver. It's easy to just forget about yourself. I know.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
All right, Blaine.
Oh, 6.
Hey.
All right, 6 means you have to put your candy back. You're a
Put it back.
candy. And
Put
tell
it
us,
back. You can keep it. You can keep it. You can.
what is the goal that you have this year? What's the goal you have this year?
Watch all the Texas games.
Say that, Dwayne.
Okay, so everybody here knows this. Everybody know what my mind is at.
Texans.
What? Thank you. What am I
What's the
going
next
to do?
game?
Watching to go to the Super Bowl.
All right.
Hey.
What is the next game?
We play Saturday against the
3:30.
Browns. And if we
3:30?
beat the Browns.
Brown, yeah.
Yeah, once we beat the Browns, I'm hoping Miami beat the Chiefs, so we go to Miami. That'll make our job in Baltimore easier.
Hey.
Yeah.
Whenever you need a text and update, he's your man.
Yeah.
I know. I
That's
should
the
know.
Texans.
That's a text. All right, Elsa, what you got?
He hit that number 6 is popping up.
No candy for you.
No
Oh.
candy.
But you gotta tell us the goal you have for the year.
Thank you.
What's the goal this year, darling, for you?
Finish up my goal.
My goal is basically to walk. And I see doors open positive because I went to the Saltler's office and I changed my insurance, didn't know what, if she was compatible. I just, something told me, man, just ask. Because sometimes I wasn't, my insurance didn't qualify. And I found out my insurance is accepted off. I was so happy. I was so thrilled.
So
But now I know I got a great podiatrist.
So Centris is on your policy?
Yeah.
What is your We're fine. Again, 6. 6, no candy. But what's a goal you have for the year?
That's a loaded.
What's your goal for the year?
My goal is to keep on trying to get me a van.
Get your van, get a
I
candy.
must say, give me a man.
She wants to get a van.
Okay. Get a man with a man.
Be good.
I know you had me confused.
Doug has 6.
You had me totally confused on that.
What's your goal?
Okay, I'll go. Help Chanel do it. That's it. Chanel do it, girls.
Really, thank you.
You know, our goal is to continue to have peace. That's a good goal.
Very nice, you did great.
Peace and tranquility. And that is,
3, okay. You gotta take your candy and pass it to the left.
But it was very nice and I hope to see you guys in the next meeting, okay?
Yes, I gotta go pick up the kids. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
The thing that happened last year, I got to meet my husband's family. He never got to meet them before he passed. He was kept away from them all his life. And we found out about him about a year or two before he passed away. And I finally got to meet all of them last year.
Thank you for sharing. All right, Kevin. 3, take your candy and pass it to your left and tell us something good that happened to you this year.
Something good that happened to me. I do support the Texas, not hold for the family paying. Best thing that for the man to be a cowboy.
Looking forward to
You know what? I think the Cowboys actually got a shot this year.
So have
I
them
think we'll
make
be
it
the Cowboys in Baltimore.
better for me and my kids.
They have to leave.
All right, y'all take care. All right, sure.
You coming tomorrow?
All right,
Tomorrow.
all right.
back to me, dreams for the new year. It's a worksheet that asks you a few things about what you want to do in the new year, like your goals and your dreams. You're gonna fill it out just as best as you can, and we'll share a few of them. If you want to share, you don't have to. And I'll share mine. I got
It
mine.
was small.
So everyone take a worksheet and take a marker. Yeah.
Okay, the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let me go.
So now she's saying that it's a state thing.
Here's Lou, right?
Well, we see you got a kid, I don't have a kid.
There's plenty of space in the worksheet.
HCIF.
Yeah,
I will take
like I
a
said,
picnic.
it depends on the,
What is your?
and, I was talking to
I've known your son for years.
somebody here before this morning.
Does anybody need a parking pass?
A whole lot of.
Hey there.
Anybody else need a parking pass?
So hopefully.
Got it?
Got her.
Nelda's gonna pass a business card out for help. If anyone wants them, raise your hand.
Oh, what for help?
Help cards. If you see another amputee, please invite them to our meeting.
Yeah, invite you to the meeting.
Yeah, I had nothing on me the other day when I met a guy on Metro. I wrote down as much as I could remember.
There you go. This is if you
Because
want
I
to
have the phone
invite
number in
somebody
my
to the
phone,
meetings.
so
What
I
about
gave
you?
the phone number.
Want to invite to the meetings?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Invite people to the meetings?
Some more of those.
If there's any sunglasses or headbands.
She went to the office because she's waiting for you. She's over there. She left because we need you to have this time. If you see somebody that wants to come to me, invite them to the meetings. Have something.
All right, I'll give you guys a few minutes for your worksheet and then we'll share, whoever wants to share.
You're a cheerleader for us.
Okay, I cannot.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.